The women in this video have been charged with some of the worst crimes you can imagine. Stick around and watch as we take a look at what these disgusting women did and how they reacted to their judgment. Anna Marie Jaitani. Anna Marie Jaitani stabbed her 29-year-old husband, Tony Jaitani, 17 times on the night of December 5th, 2013. 3 of the stab wounds were inflicted as emergency responders arrived at the couple's northwest Bexar County home. Her mother-in-law called her a devil, while her father-in-law cursed her from the witness stand in tearful victim impact statements. Tony Jaitani's parents said they treated Anna like a daughter and would never forgive her. Anna Marie cried when her father-in-law told her that she had destroyed the emotional well-being of her 2 daughters, who must now grow up without their father. Bani Duarte. Bani Duarte, a 29-year-old woman from California, was convicted of 3 counts of second-degree murder and 1 count of driving under the influence. Her trial lasted just over a week, after a hearing that lasted about 4 hours. The jury imposed the maximum sentence of 51 years to life in prison. On March 29, 2018, after a night of drinking, Duarte came speeding down the Pacific Coast Highway, approaching the intersection with Magnolia Street, where 4 students sat in a red Toyota Corolla, waiting for the green light. At nearly 80 miles per hour, Duarte's Hyundai Sonata slammed into the back of the Toyota, forcing the car through the intersection and into a pole before it burst into flames. Authorities have estimated that Duarte had at least 9 drinks in her system at the time of the crash. Brooke Hawley and Albert A.J. Rossi Jr., both 17, and Dylan Mack, 18, were killed. Alexis Vargas, the sole teen survivor, was hospitalized with burns and a concussion. Duarte's blood alcohol level 2 hours after the crash was 0.28%, more than 3 times the legal limit for drivers in California. Data taken from her car by Huntington Beach police showed that at no time did she press the brake pedal before the wreck. Dylan's mother, Renee Mack, said she lost 40 pounds, and Albert Rossi Jr., AJ's father, suffered a heart attack following his only son's death. The man was 50 when he had AJ. He said he kept trying until he had a son who would be ripped away just 17 years later. Duarte avoided eye contact with the victims' families throughout the hours-long hearing and during the trial. Duarte often kept her head down, barely moving in her seat during court proceedings, but when it was her turn to speak, she sobbed. Shayna Huber. In 2012, a Kentucky woman named Shayna Huber shot her boyfriend Ryan Poston 6 times, then claimed that it was in self-defense. Prosecutors said she murdered him because he wanted to break up with her. Surveillance footage from the police interrogation room showed Huber's dancing and singing, "I did it, yes, I did it," just hours after the shooting. Huber's was first found guilty of murdering Poston in 2015 and sentenced to 40 years in prison. The trial was thrown out after it was revealed that one of the jurors had a prior felony conviction, which is illegal in Kentucky. Huber's wept into the lap of her attorney before the verdict was read. She also mouthed the words, "I love you," to her mother. On the night of October 12, 2012, Poston was supposed to meet Miss Ohio 2012, Audrey Bolter, for a date. Instead, the young lawyer was found dead in his penthouse apartment, shot 6 times in the forehead, back and torso. Elsa Segura. Elsa Segura lured Monique Baugh to a house showing in Maple Grove on New Year's Eve of 2019. Baugh was then abducted by Barry and Davis, who placed her in the back of a U-Haul van. The U-Haul drove to Baugh's boyfriend's house, and gunmen entered and shot him multiple times. Baugh's boyfriend later said that he didn't know who had shot him, but named 36-year-old Lyndon Wiggins, Segura's boyfriend, as someone who wanted to harm him. Baugh's boyfriend said Wiggins did not know where he lived, but knew he was in a relationship with Baugh. Baugh was shot 3 times and would later die from her injuries. A Hennepin County judge sentenced the former probation officer to life in prison without the possibility of parole for her role in the 2019 kidnapping and murder of Monique Baugh. 2 men, Cedric Berry and Barry Davis, were also sentenced to life in prison in the case, but it was 29-year-old Elsa who set up the fake home showing in Maple Grove that led to Baugh's death. At the sentencing, Baugh's mother said that Segura could have been a hero. Throughout the sentencing proceedings, Segura showed no emotion and did not address the court. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed watching this video, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you can see our upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.